small town Taylorville friends and community. I'm Jill Ruat, and we're here with another founding member spotlight video. Today we are visiting with our friend Judy at the People's Bank and Trust, which is on the corner of Spresser and 104 as you are coming into town from Springfield. How are you today?
I am great, thank you. Welcome to People's Bank.
Yeah, thanks for meeting with us. Give us a little of your background and what your role was here at the bank.
Well, I started with the bank and I retired in 2020. I had 17 years, enjoyed retirement for a couple of years, helped the kids through COVID, and came back when they asked if maybe I'd be interested in working a couple of days. And so I've been here since 22. So I'm happy to be able to come back and work a few days a week.
Wonderful. And now Judy's got some wonderful history for us. Tell us about kind of how People's Bank and Trust started and how we ended up here in Taylorville.
Great. Okay, so People's Bank actually started in Pana, and people were struggling to have their needs met, and so the forward-thinking people of Pana decided to start a bank, and so they got a state charter. And I believe that was in 1953 that People's Bank actually came into being in Pana. And they served the community, and they decided that they wanted to try the market in Taylorville. And they established a branch right here at this location, but down a little bit, it was where a restaurant used to be. And I cannot remember the name of the restaurant, but it was a very thriving restaurant. And we put in there was a Wausau home here, and we started a branch in that Wausau home, and we were very well received, and so then they looked at building an actual building here, and so thus we have this, and so this came into being, I believe it was in 2020.
So not very long.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've been here, about 20 years.
About 20 years, okay.
Yeah.
So if you've lived here...
2002 is when
2002?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you've lived here for quite a while and you remember the name of that restaurant, hit us up in the comments and let us know. It is a beautiful building. And I love how the People's Bank, people's for the community, for the people. Right. What a great, fantastic way to kind of start the business and just say, we are here for our community. Talk to us a little bit about how you are in the community involved in Taylorville.
Well, I am going to give you a little synopsis. We have expanded at this point, and we're in 11 different communities.
Oh, wow.
And so we try to be vital in those communities. And so we belong to a lot of organizations. And so right here, let me just kind of say that we are in Altamont, Arcola, Arthur, Charleston, Morrisonville, Pana, Chatham.
Okay.
And of course here Taylorville, Tuscola, Waverly, and Whitehall. And in each one of those branches we want to be able to fully participate in, and so we're in most of the organizations. So just here in Taylorville, I had referred to my cheat sheet there.
That's okay.
We belong to the Optimists, the Kiwanis, Christian County Economic Development, the CEO program, and Ken Hart was really kind of integral, and he was a former president. He was kind of integral in bringing the CEO program to Christian County. So that was an awesome thing.
Fantastic.
And then the Greater Chamber of Commerce, the Moose Lodge, and of course the YMCA. So that's just right here in Taylorville. Yeah. We try to be supportive in each and every one of our communities.
And you're a small town Taylorville member too, as well.
Being a founding member of small town Taylorville.
And a founding member, right. Yeah. And we try to make sure that we watch for all the people who are really giving of themselves. And we have the Volunteer of the Quarter, where we recognize those individuals who are also very involved in our community, and we give an award to an organization of their choice.
So are those folks nominated? So there's a community member, are they nominated by somebody else in the community that recognizes their volunteer work?
They can be, sometimes it's just internal.
Okay.
Because we've got so many people that are involved in organizations, and we see those individuals. But it can be through the churches and many other things. And of course, when we had the tornado, we had a lot of people who stepped up and really needed to be recognized. So.
And now you said the person who receives that award, what is it that you donate?
$250. to their, whatever they choose.
Okay.
Yeah, or an organization or charity of their choice.
That's fantastic. That's a neat program. So speaking of programs, there are a lot of different areas within the bank. It's not just a bank where you bring and hold your money. There are different assets. So we're gonna kind of do a walkthrough. We'll visit maybe with a couple of the bankers that specialize in different areas. That way our viewers will kind of know and learn and understand a bit about what all People's Bank and Trust offers. How about we do that?
Let's do that.
So we'll go this way. And we've got Jeff Brunet in here this morning. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning.
Tell us kind of your role here at People's Bank and Trust.
Okay, good morning. My name's Jeff Grimmett, and I am the AVP of Consumer Banking here in the Taylorville location. I've been with the bank, I'm going on my 21st year with People's Bank and Trust. I worked at the Waverly facility. I've been here the last 3 years.
Okay.
So prior to that, I was in the Waverly, and I do live in Waverly, and really enjoy working here in Taylorville. And my role here is kind of like the branch manager of the consumer bankers and the tellers. We primarily focus on consumer lending, real estate lending. We do a lot of home equity lines of credit, which is a really good product. We're well versed in that and really enjoy just helping and the community and the people here. Like Judy had mentioned, we're heavily involved in the organizations. All the employees are. We do a lot of volunteerism in the community and give back.
Fantastic. Wonderful. Thank you.
So you're very welcome.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for sharing your story with us. And right over here we have Mason Crow. Mason, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Hello, my name is Mason Crow. I'm a consumer banker here in Taylorville. I was born and raised here, graduated class of 2021 down the road in high school. So, product of this community. So I try to give back when I can. I'm trying to get more involved in the local groups and help out with making Taylorville a better place to live. A greater place to live. Is that what the sign says?
That's right. It's a great place.
Yeah, and then what I do here is about the same as Jeff. People that come in, open accounts, I can help them with that. I'll do consumer loans, mortgage loans, home equity lines of credit, like he had said, is a product that we do a lot of. And yeah, I like to help solve whatever the customer needs, whatever they want. They can come to me and I'll either direct them to where they need to go or help them with what they got. So.
Fantastic. Great. Well, thank you for being a part of People's Bank and Trust. Thank you for joining us this morning. We're going to go right around here. And we'll see who is hiding in the corner back here. Did you see? Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. We are just showcasing the folks who work here at People's Bank and Trust. Can you tell us who you are and what your role is?
Yeah, my name's Jordan Disco, and I'm in the credit ops department. And so far, I've only been here for a few months, but so far I've been doing working on like some of the balancing and accounting stuff like that. And eventually, I'm gonna be in the credit underwriting and analysis part of it.
Okay, well, fantastic.
Yeah.
Only a few months here. Well, congratulations on joining the team.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
All right, let's work our way. I think they're going to show us the vault. Is that correct, Judy? Do we get to actually
Let's go
see the vault?
We're passing an office though for our financial advisor. He goes between all of our branches, and so we do have a financial advisor, and that's Jay Sisson, and he's been with the bank well over 20 years. I'm not for sure how many years Jay's actually been with us, but he's a great guy. And so if you have any financial questions, he's your guy.
Love it. Thank you for sharing that. I don't know how many people have the opportunity to actually see the inside of a vault live, but there it is. Behind the bars, locked out. That's all right. Pretty cool.
Now this is actually our lockbox, the safekeeping area, and behind the door you see is actually where the money is.
Oh, okay.
So there's lock vaults behind that door.
Okay. So when you say lock boxes, so these
This
are ones
is-
that people can
Rent
and use a
put their
lockbox.
and put their valuables or important papers in.
Okay.
For safekeeping.
Okay.
They're fireproof.
Fantastic. And some of our tellers are busy at work here or ready to help folks as they come in. Good morning. And we're gonna work our way over this way. We've got a couple more folks back here. We'll knock on Jordan's door. This is Jordan Rupert. Jordan, can you tell us who you are and what your role is with People's Bank and Trust?
All right, my name is Jordan Rupert. I'm Vice President of Business Banking. Been with the bank since 2018. So what I do is I specialize in all things commercial lending. That can be from small businesses to do a lot with farmers and anybody that needs help with any type of loan business in the community. So that's my role here.
Yeah.
But then also we work with any small bank. You know, we all wear a lot of hats and stuff. So I'm also head of security too. And stuff.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
I started in 2018. I've been in lending since 2007. So right out of college, I got into banking right then, and been in that career since. So
Fantastic. Well, thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
And there are a lot of different areas within this,
Good job.
within the bank that if people are having financial questions or needing financial assistance, you can help them out with just about anything, can't you?
That is correct.
That is correct. And we're going to walk by. Jim is on the phone to the customer, so we'll let him continue on. Now we're going to go to the basement. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And tell us about what's downstairs.
Yeah.
What's
Okay.
downstairs?
We do have an elevator. We have an elevator here, and then we have a staircase, which for those of us who want to get our steps in, let's use the stairs. And this is where we're headed, is to our community room. And we basically use this room for different businesses and organizations that need to meet. The CEO program meets here the first quarter of the semester.
Okay. Oh, nice big room. These are mainly businesses.
Mainly
Not just a
businesses.
public community room.
Right.
It's businesses that contact you and want to have a little
This-
private
The
meeting
school,
down
the
here.
teachers meet here, they have different meetings, like I said, the CEO program, and,
The Optimist
the
Group.
Optimist
they meet
Group is
here.
meeting here now, and so, it's a nice meeting. Of course, it has to be held within the banking hours.
Right.
So
Not
it's
an after hours place. Yeah. Nice private, big, very big. With your AV, use and
When
whatnot.
this building was, just a little off tidbit, but when this building was originally built, this was designed for expansion.
Okay.
And so we had looked at bringing like the operations department over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then, as the years progressed, that didn't transpire, so we just opened it up then as a business meeting room, so.
What a great
Or
use of
storm
space.
shelter.
Or a storm shelter. Right? We hope that is not. We'd rather have meetings down here
Yes,
more often
meetings
than
are
a
great,
storm
yes.
shelter, but we gotta have that. We're in the Midwest, right?
That is true, we do.
Wonderful. We'll head back upstairs. I like that. What other programs? Did we miss any programs that you offer for folks?
Yes.
What else can we hit on?
We can talk about the USD, and actually Mason, you probably would be better to talk about that. We have a low-income grant program that helps people
We, as Judy said, we do the USDA 504 grant/loan. We offer grants up to, what is it, 10,000? We don't offer it, but we help apply for it. And so we'll package that for you. And then anything above 10,000, I believe, has to be in the source of the loan.
Yes,
right?
up to 40.
And it's,
I believe it's 40.
yeah. And so that's actually the USDA's product, but we help package that for customers who may need it. So that's
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So all kinds of different programs, financial assistance, and I noticed if folks are just kind of coming in and checking out, great information center right here, where you can find information on just about everything that we've talked about today, correct? Sometimes it's nice to just take that piece of paper, take it home, view it, read it, write down your questions, and then, come in and meet with somebody for further assistance.
It is true. It's been fun to be a part of banking because it has evolved as far as like on the consumer side, with debit cards and electronic. You can do your banking online. It is so great to be able to just go to your phone and look at all of your
Yes.
daily activity, and then the limits with the debit card. It just tries to make it very, very convenient for the customer today, and trying to stay abreast of any changes that's happening. Rapidly with the technology. We all have products. All the banks. We're blessed that in this community we have so many banks. But it's really about when you walk in the door, you want to feel good, and
Right.
hopefully we give that, that we're here. It's who do you want to go see, so it's the Jeff, it's the Mason,
Right.
and the Nicole and the people that work here, because we do appreciate your business.
Yeah, it's
So-
creating that relationship, like you
Creating
said,
that
it's for the
relationship,
people,
yes.
it's for the
Yeah.
community. Anything else, anyone that has any last words or anything that we missed that you want to make sure we let our friends and community know about before we sign off?
Well, I want to thank you for joining us today and invite the community to come out to People's Bank and check out our products and services and see if there's any way that we can help you with maybe a new mortgage, a refinance, a home
Ag
equity
loan.
line of credit. We do have business bankers, ag loans, very well involved in the community. So come out and see what we have to offer. Welcome you and glad to have you.
I want to share one more thing.
Sure.
Years ago, I could remember a guy coming in and he said, I have a dream. And I've had various customers and they had a dream. And it is so great to be on this side of it years later to see how we help that person fulfill that dream. I mean, it is just heartwarming to see many years later how
Yeah.
successful those people have been. And we got to help them get there.
Right.
So
Love
that's
that.
what we're here for.
That's the reward at the end of the
That
day, is
is.
that you help somebody in some small or big way
Yes.
throughout the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Going to the county fair and watching, oh my God, 3 generations. We've
Yes.
raised 3 generations of people,
Yeah.
and it is so fun to see their families as they've grown throughout the years. So
That's fantastic. Well,
And
thank you.
you build relationships
relationships.
that last forever. I mean, especially with financing, that's something that we all have to do, and it is kind of a private thing. You just build a special bond
You do.
with those
Yes.
customers, and they become
Friends.
friends for life.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you want to find somebody you can trust with your financial information.
Yes.
And once you build that relationship, like you said, you start seeing the generations come in because of what started it.
Yes,
So,
it's very heartwarming. So
fantastic. Well, thank you all for
Thank you.
showcasing People's Bank and Trust today. And come stop in, get some information, talk to these wonderful folks. And that's another Spotlight video. We'll see you again soon. Have a great day, everyone.